What is up, everybody? This is Lyle with No Hippie Barbecue. What I'm be doing today is we're gonna be knocking out some garlic shrimp, and we're gonna be using our air fryer. I think the Actifry air fryer is perfect for this recipe, and it makes it super easy to cook and super easy to clean up. What we're gonna be using this garlic shrimp for is for some lettuce wraps. They should be awesome. Let's jump into these ingredients. So these are the ingredients I'm going to be using in this garlic shrimp. The first thing I have is I have about 3/4 of a tablespoon of this fish and seafood seasoning from a company called Sweet Smokie Joe's. This is some good stuff right here. I'm going to leave a link to where you can buy this in the description below. If you don't have this, use whatever kind of seasoning you want, or you can just use salt to taste. 3/4 of a tablespoon of olive oil, 3 tablespoons of lemon juice, about a 1/3 cup of either cilantro, I'm a cilantro lover, or you can go with parsley. This happens to be cilantro. We have about a bulb, so that's a lot of garlic in there. That's about 10 garlic cloves. We have minced up red chili flakes. I have about 2 tablespoons, or not 2 tablespoons, excuse me, I have about a tablespoon of that. Sorry about that. And we have about a tablespoon of butter. Some white wine we might add to it. I'm not sure about that yet, but that is a possibility. And I have jumbo 13-15 count shrimp. We're going with the pound, so I just rounded that off to 15 shrimp. Anyway, let's go ahead and pull out this Actifry and get cooking. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and add our seasoning to our shrimp, and I'm just gonna kind of mix that up, and I'll do the majority of that off camera. The next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and add our 3/4 of a tablespoon to our air fryer. And since we're using so little oil, I wanna make sure as much of this drips down as possible. Now we're gonna go ahead and let this run for about 3 minutes so the oil gets hot. Now that our oil's got nice and hot, we're gonna go ahead and add our shrimp in. And we're gonna start cooking this until it starts to turn pink. So our shrimp looks to be about halfway cooked through. We're gonna go ahead and add our garlic in. I'm gonna go ahead and give that a good mix. I did leave my paddle in for this cook right here, so sometimes I'll leave the paddle in, sometimes I'll take it out. So we have our garlic in. We're gonna add our chili flakes. Now this is gonna be kind of spicy right here. Chili flakes to your taste, or it's optional. Anyway, let's let this go for about another 2-3 minutes. So this has gone about another 2 minutes. What I'm gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and add about half of our cilantro. And this is gonna be, like I said, you could use parsley or cilantro. I'm trying to, I'm gonna add probably a little bit more than what is typical in this. I'm gonna add 2 of our pats of butter and our lemon juice. Now this shrimp is probably about 3/4 of the way cooked. I'm gonna let this go for about another 2 minutes and we'll check back on it. I have reserved the wine and 1 pat of butter as well. So it looks like these bad boys are just about done. I'm just gonna go ahead and add 1 more pat of butter in there and just a little bit of wine. We're just talking about maybe, I don't know, a tablespoon of wine. And I'm just gonna let this go for about a minute, let that butter kind of soften up in there, then it's gonna be a wrap. So we've gone about another 30 seconds. They look like they're done to me. I'm gonna go ahead and let's get this plated up. Wondering how I was gonna go ahead and serve these, and I remembered I have this taco rack by tacorack.com. I'm telling you, this right here, one of my favorite things. Link's gonna be in the description. Go out there and buy you a couple of those if you like tacos. Anyway, thought it would be perfect for this presentation. Anyway, since these are jumbo shrimp, we're gonna be going with, I don't know, let's go with about 3 or 4 on each one. And let me just plate one up while you're here. I'm gonna hit it with a little bit of red pepper, or not, well, red pepper, so not hot peppers or anything. A little bit of red onion, just a touch of cilantro, and a homemade red Thai chili sauce. I'm just gonna go over it with that. And that's a wrap. I'm gonna go ahead, plate the rest of these up, show you a close-up, and get down to this taste test. So it is time to get into this taste test. For you history buffs out there, I'm here with Hedrick Albert Cook. You know, there's been some debate whether he was the first person to make it to the North Pole. What do you got to say about that?
I can agree with that.
Anyway, there's debate about that. Anyway, Hedrick, we're about to get into these garlic shrimp lettuce wraps. I'm going to tell you these things are about to be ghosts like Swayze. Let's get in it.
Ooh, smell great. Mmm. That garlic shrimp, so good. With that sauce, got a good bite to it, nice and tender. So good.
It's definitely got some heat to it.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely got some heat.
Oh yeah.
The red pepper flakes I used in this is getting hot.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't any regular, like you go to the store and buy that. These were Thai chili peppers I dried out and crushed those up. So that's what it was. Anyway, I call that a success. Anyway, thanks for stopping by No Hippie Barbecue. I appreciate it. Comment, subscribe, and I'm out.